Hello everybody, 'tis I, Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity. We do lots of stuff here, but today I'm going to do a sound healing for Women and Children Month on my channel. And yeah, I'm going to say a prayer, set my intentions while I wait for some people to come into this live. It is very late where I am, and this is just going to be a quick little live. I will explain the sound healing better after I finish my prayer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It will be nice to do some sound healing. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yemaya, and God Source, I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and all those who watch this and just say thank you for everything that you bless us with. We are so grateful for all aspects of life, the ups, the downs, the challenges, and the blessings. We understand that all of this makes a well-rounded individual in this very polarized reality, and for this we say thank you. And I ask please that I be a messenger for the divine, nothing more, nothing less. Let no truth be told for a lie, and no lie be told for a truth. Let all the information that come through be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. Please grant me access to the Akashic Records so I may give a good and accurate reading and healing. And please let all the information and healing come from the source from which all things come. Let it flow through Christ consciousness. And please let it only ever be for the highest and greatest good of myself as the reader and the healer, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amora Namaste, by the power of three, Somatic be always works, always a blessing. Hey Lizzie, long time no see. Haha. Hello everyone else who's in here. So this is gonna be a really quick live. We are going to be doing sound healing for children lost. So this is going to be this can be if you lost a child, so like if you had a miscarriage. This can be if you actually like physically lost your child, so like you were somewhere and your child got lost, and I mean, hopefully you found them, and if you never found them, then this is going to be for you as well. This can be for a child who was alive for a certain period of time and then passed on, but basically I got inspired to do this because I was watching, someone commented about it, but I'll just finish my train of thought before I read the comments. I was watching this video that the Paranormal Files made about PDF File Island. You know what I mean when I say PDF file. I just can't say it on this platform because they will say it's hate speech. And then get me in trouble, like I'm doing something wrong for standing up against that kind of heinous behavior. But basically, the Paranormal Files did a whole 3-hour deep dive into PDF File Island back in the 70s, and there are first-hand accounts from children who were taken to that island, like, who are adults now. There are historians that have all the information, like, all this, like, cultivated all this information over the years about the issue, but basically, from my understanding, what I've learned is that an uptick in kidnapping and murder started really during like the end of the 60s into the 70s, and we are doing the twin flame spell for twins that were alive in the 70s, and maybe most of us were taken out, had like a violent exit point during that time. And a lot of us were actually fighting against PDF files and the underground rings and everything like that. So, and even it's so wild because on Father's Day, I took a hike with my parents, and my dad and my mom were talking about how, like, during the 70s, like when they were kids, they had several people from the neighborhoods near them go missing. And they were talking about like my mom actually found a whole podcast on like that focused on the little girls from her town that went missing. There were like several of them that went missing at once. And then my dad was talking about several kids that went missing from his town at once. And so it's just fascinating to me. And as I'm listening to this documentary, which Lizzie will link in the comments after, they're just talking about how like this kind of behavior was running rampant. The kidnapping, the childhood abuse, all of this stuff was running rampant during the 70s. And so today I just wanted to, because there were many lives that were lost due to these millionaires. That's what they are. They're millionaires with a bunch of money, so they can get away with this crap, and they can get these secluded islands, which we've seen in today's day and age. It's still going on. Like, it's no secret that this is still going on. It just got way more blatant during the 70s, and that's when like Stranger Danger and everything started. And then after that it was the Satanic Panic, right? And they were taking and sacrificing and murdering these children under the guise of Satanism. So it's like, it's nothing new, it's been happening for a very long time. And I just got inspired to try to cross over the souls of those children who were lost, because when we go through a very traumatic death, sometimes our soul cannot cross over to the other side, because it's fragmented. So basically what I've seen in my channelings, and you can feel free to believe something different, this is just what I believe, when you go through a very traumatic exit point and you're murdered, or you have something very upsetting like that happen, your soul fragments, like it literally explodes into a bunch of fragmented pieces. And we even see similarities in this with the fragmentation of MK, right? MKULTRA. So we see how they try to fragment the mind in order to create different different alters within the mind, to basically create dissociative identity disorder, so that they can then call upon the different facets of the fractured mind through trauma-based mind control to get you to be the version of you that they want you to be from the different fragmentation of the mind. So when you go through a very tragic and disturbing exit point for the soul, sometimes the soul gets thrown out of the body and it doesn't know how to cross over, because it just gets thrown out of the body, or it literally shatters because your experience was so soul crushing that it shatters your soul into a million pieces. So my intention with this live is to basically cross over any spirits of children who were lost. So whether that be they were kidnapped and they had a very disturbing exit point, or like I said, there was a miscarriage, or there was like a sudden exit point after they had only been alive for a short period of time, I would just like to kind of put the pieces of their souls back together, help them to cross over so that they can free themselves essentially from any kind of like purgatory space or anything like that that they might be stuck in. And then we can add them to basically our light army, because when we have these supporting spirits and stuff, so when we have guardian angels or we have guides or spirits that work with us, it's part of our light army that help us in working towards righteousness and truth, and help us to make sure that that kind of stuff doesn't continue to happen when we move into the new earth. And so by helping them to pick up those fragmented pieces, put them back together, and help them to cross over, they can help us to make sure that, this kind of thing doesn't happen to other kids. And it also frees their soul to then do what it wants to do. So if it wants to go back to source, or God as you perceive God, whatever it is that, their spirits want to do, then they can do that. And if you don't even believe in ghosts, just get off, and ghosts is such a stupid low-level way of even saying it. Like, you're just showing your intelligence level and your understanding of what it is I'm even talking about. Like, you're not even processing what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about ghosts. I'm talking about different dimensions. I'm talking about your soul. If you think that you're just a flesh suit, animated flesh suit just walking around, like, this is not the space for you, we all have a soul. If you don't even believe in souls, then maybe you're just an NPC, maybe you aren't even real. But yeah, this is not the live for you if your little brain can't even comprehend that I'm not talking about ghosts, I'm talking about souls. Yeah, so yeah, that's my goal with this. Oh my god, Dutchess, I saw the part of the island from that video on your stories, and it made me a bit sad and very angry about those horrible people that harm those kids. Exactly, same. That video is really activating my DNA. That's why I shared it. It's very triggering, but it's really activating my DNA to, like, the truth, Yeah, please like the live. Please like the live. Only 3 likes. I have so many thoughts and questions about it. Wow, what a rabbit hole. N Fox Island is scary. Wow, even hearing the spirit box made my head tingle and felt sad. That, like, really activated my DNA when they were using the box and it was, like, saying all that, like, undeniable shit. Like, that was really crazy for me, too. Lots of serial killers in the 70s. Exactly, Dion. Oh my god, that's so damn sad. It is sad. It's very triggering, and if you're not in a space to, like, mentally hold space for that, don't watch the video. But if you have the mental capacity to hold space and ingest that knowledge to activate your DNA, it can be really beneficial. Hey, Celeste. This is sad and scary for me to hear. I'm sorry, Dion. It's the truth. It is sad. The truth is painful. Julie, hey girl, been going through it, so happy to hear from you. Oh, I'm happy you're here too. I'm sorry you're going through it. I'm very protective, so I have no kids, but if I did, I'd be very protective for sure. Same. I already know I'm gonna be like a helicopter parent. Are you Christian? No offense intended. No, so I don't follow any particular religion, but I definitely really like Jesus, and I call him Yeshua. That's how he comes to me. But I work with Christ consciousness. So I work with Christ. I love Christ. I work with Christ. I don't limit myself to the church because I find the church to be very overbearing, patriarchal, and a very human government-like way to control people's spirituality. So I don't limit myself to the church, but I definitely work with Christ and work through Christ consciousness, and everything I do spiritually is with the intention to heal and to help the collective. And I believe that that is working through Christ. I don't believe you have to follow the Bible to a T or let some weird creepy pastor touch you, because that was what was happening to me at church, which I know is really stereotypical, but the pastor was touching me inappropriately and telling me I was an instrument of the devil because I have psychic abilities, like all this messed up stuff. Like, I find the church to be so soul crushing. Like, it's supposed to like uplift your soul, but all it's ever done for me is like crush my soul and tell me I'm wrong. So tell me I'm wrong for being a woman. Tell me I'm wrong for having certain like natural feelings. Tell me I'm wrong for my gifts and my abilities. I have 5 kids, crazy protective. They are all homeschooled. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna homeschool too. Wow, good for you for having 5 kids. Hello, beautiful Divinity fam. Beautiful Nikki, how are you? I'm good. I'm tired. I'm trying to just get this, because I said I was going to post every day. So I'm going to do the sound healing, and Lizzie's going to link the video I was just talking about because it will really activate your DNA, Teresa. Like I said, don't watch it if you don't have, like, it's trigger warning. Trigger warning. And you might need to watch it in pieces. But yeah, it's definitely good. Oh yeah, no way you're not a Christian. I mean, maybe I'm not a textbook Christian, but my dad put it really well one time. We were like hiking, a different hike, and he was like, we're Christian. And I was like, we are? Because like, we're not a part of a church or anything. And he's like, we're Christian because we do the right thing. We are Christian because we care about people. We are Christian because we, you know, we do what Christ did. You care about your neighbor, you're kind to people, you help people, you're you know, you don't litter, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think, I think it's really brainwashy and limited, and a limited viewpoint to think that some old guy at the head of some church is the only one that talks to God, and if you don't do exactly what this human old guy says, then like you're not actually talking to Jesus. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, like that weird old guy is human and he has his own shortcomings. So I just think it's really limited thinking. God, I'm so sorry that happened to you in church. That's so wrong. Yeah. Hey, Kenna. How you doing, girl? So when you talk about Christ consciousness, do you think it originated from him or before him, or you just assign his name? I think Christ consciousness is unconditional love and source frequency. So I don't believe that Jesus is God. I believe Jesus is very close to God, but I think God, as you perceive it, source, whatever, isn't a separate entity. I think we all have pieces. I think that's what our soul is. Our soul is pieces of God. And I just think that Yeshua was an incredibly enlightened being who was very close to source and was moving through was moving through unconditional love, source frequency. I just think he was the first human to really embody it. And I think that's why he gets such a good rep, and like why it's like Christ consciousness comes from his name, because I think his human form was the first human form to really truly embody that source frequency. And I think that's why people get confused and say he is God, Jesus is God. No, it's like saying, they're like Jesus, the Holy Spirit, it's all like they're all the same. No, it's not. It's like saying like your tongue, your teeth, and your mouth are all the same. That's not true. Your tongue is separate from your teeth, but it's all a part of your mouth, right? So it's like Jesus is the tongue, the Holy Spirit's the teeth, the mouth is source. So that's how I feel about that. I know not everybody feels that way, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's how I feel, and that's what I believe. Me too. I believe in Christ consciousness, but I was raised Catholic, but I do not go to church. Hey, Indigo. Sorry, I am tired. Yay, caught alive. Yay. So happy to see you all. Yeah. Sorry about all that, Nikki. Wish we could learn Jesus's lessons without all the icky Catholic lies. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Great analogy. Thank you. I watched it in pieces, mostly the island part, but it activated something also. I felt like if I had raging fire powers, I would hurt those bad men or threaten them with Kali energy. Very Kali energy. I felt the same way. Like, it made me mad. Like, I haven't finished the documentary yet because I have to keep taking breaks, because it makes me so angry that people like that exist, because I find children to be so pure, and I think anybody who wants to steal that purity does not have a place in society, and I think they're beyond help. I think their sickness is beyond help, and I just, it makes me very angry, because I really, really love and cherish children. And I see it all the time too. Like, there's so many people that just should not be parents because they are bad fucking parents. And I know that it's objective, but I think that there are some things that like, or I'm sorry, I know it's subjective. Bad parenting is subjective, but I think there are certain fucking things that it's like, no, that's objectively bad and you shouldn't be trusted with children. And I just think it's a shame. But we're going to get into the sound healing now because I'm tired and it's late, and I said I was going to be posting, so here I am posting. Yeah, so I've already told you the intentions that I've set for this. If that doesn't resonate with you, you can set your own intentions. That's fine as well. But yeah, all you have to do is sit back, relax, and be open to receive. And you can lay down, you can close your eyes, whatever you want. Just be open to receive. So basically I opened up this really beautiful white light portal for their souls to cross over in, and I put Yeshua in charge of it along with Saint Jude, and I'm going to let that positive portal remain open so that the souls can go through it for all of time. If they can find that light and go through it, they can get through, and I'm setting the intention that all the lost souls that need to find it will. Pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions. Amon-Ra, Ashe Namaste. Amon-Ra, Amon-Ra. Sending all the negative energy you can, Bingus. All I'm gonna say is you are so foolish. You never know who you're fucking with, and you never know what kind of spell work they're about to do. So I'll keep you in mind for the next return to sender that I'm doing. So all that negative energy that you just sent me and the souls of lost children, mark my words, Bingus, it's coming back on you tenfold. Are you getting hot right now? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Is this going to teach you not to send out energy like that? Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. So anything you send to me, it's coming back to you tenfold. Keep sending that, all the negative energy that you can, and see what the fuck happens. Pathetic losers like you who do not support women and children have no place in this world. And that's my opinion. Don't at me. Watch your life unravel. Watch it unravel before your eyes by your own hand of the negative energy that you sent. So anyway, my intention is that all the lost souls find that portal, get through, and I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions for all those of righteousness and truth who are in their integrity of the light of Christ and of Source. Amon-Ra, Ashe Namaste. By the power of three, Somatic always works, always a blessing, bitch. I spit on you, Bingus. You're a fucking dingus. Bars, fucking asshole. You shouldn't even be responding, but I can't help it. I can't help it. Bruh, the bots and trolls are something else today. It's cause I'm standing up against child abuse. Sickos don't like when you do that. Kind of draws all the sickos out of their caves. Doesn't matter though. My spirits will get them. This is why you don't fuck with people. You don't know who you're fucking with. And also, fake name, fake photo, you're pathetic. I'm out here showing my face. I'm out here, like, putting myself out there every day. I'm far more brave, courageous, righteous, and true than you will ever be, and I just think you're a pathetic worm that doesn't even, like, you're a pathetic parasitic worm that has no place in society and certainly not in this live. If you want to send as much negative energy to a Reiki healing for children lost. Like, you're sick, you're beyond help, and you're worthless. You love this. I'm glad you love this. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to watch. If you don't like it, move along. Better than getting cursed, right? By your own hand. That's your own fault. Whatever you sent to me is coming back tenfold, so good luck. I saw some light beings as well. Wow. I heard portal and saw a white light before she said it. So, ha. Yeah, ha, dingus. 70 times 7. Get 'em, glow. By the power of 3 times 3, she wills it, so it shall be. Send them to rock bottom with the bottom feeders. Yeah, where they belong. The bitch part, I love you. Thank you. Wow, there is a lot of trolls, huh? They're all stupid. You're all stupid. You want to troll me? See how it fucks up your life. Then you'll come back crying in the comments. Please help. No. You did it to yourself. The only person who can help you now is God. It's always when it's for kids. Those people are so gross. That's why I have no remorse. And that's why I say that they're worthless and that there's no place in society for them. Because if you if you don't see a child and want to nurture them and love them and care for them and protect them, then there is no place in society for you. You're a predator to me. If that's who you are, you're a predator. Dingus, Momingus, Fifo Fingus. Happy Moon Day. Hey, Rebecca. I was just ranting so hard about child trafficking and child abuse like 20 minutes ago to my family. So happy to see you live as soon as I pop on YouTube. It was like I sensed it. Love and appreciate you. Oh, I'm so happy, Gabriella. Thanks for coming. And thanks for the support. And thanks for like being a voice for the voiceless, because it's like we're living in a really sick society today, and we need more people like us like speaking up about the atrocities and crimes against humanity. But I actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a sound healing for that, of like how to cope with like the evils of society, because sometimes society and people are just so fucking evil. It's like, how like sometimes it just gets the better of you, you know? I can't wait for the twins in the 70s spell, is all I'm gonna say. Yes, girl. When you watch the video that Lizzie pins, like she's gonna do a pinned comment, watch the video, because it's gonna activate your DNA immensely. It's what inspired me to do this healing. But I'm gonna go because it's like really late where I am and I'm very tired. So I will see you guys tomorrow for Women and Children's Month, and we'll do another healing. So yeah. I love you guys. Take care. Thanks again, Lizzie. You're the fucking best moderator. Thank you to all the moderators who came over for this, because, you know, the creeps and the freakazoids really come out of the woodwork anytime you try to do anything nice for children, or like vulnerable communities. They just love to show their ugly fucking faces. Faces not even a mother would love. That's why they use fake names and fake profile pictures. All right, I'm done trolling. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.